Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make money on Autopilot with your e-commerce store using email marketing and a tool called Klaviyo. First and foremost, I'm going to show you what email autoresponder sequences that you should implement in your store, and then I'm going to show you how to set up these email autoresponders in Klaviyo step by step. And what I'm going to cover is the abandoned cart sequence, a view abandoned cart sequence, a post-purchase flow, a win-back campaign, and a pre-purchase sequence. Now this might be a little bit of a review, but I think the average conversion rate for an e-commerce store is something like 2%, which basically means that 98% of the customers that arrive on your store aren't going to buy. And a small subset of these customers actually go through checkout, but something happens and they don't complete their order. And when that happens, you want to send them an email to remind them to come back and complete the purchase. All right, so this is my abandoned cart email. Basically, it's an email that contains a picture of exactly what was in their shopping cart, along with a single click where they can actually check out right away. The next autoresponder sequence I'm going to teach you how to make is called the view abandon sequence. And basically, once I have a customer's email in my system, if they so much as look at a product but don't check out, I will send them an email along with the picture of exactly what they were looking at, along with suggested items for purchase. The next autoresponder sequence is called a win-back campaign. And basically the way this works is if someone has purchased from your store but hasn't purchased in a set time period, I think I have mine set to 60 days, I will send them out an email with a coupon code that entices them to come back. Because the chances of someone who has shopped in your store to buy again is actually really high. Now remember how I mentioned that the average conversion rate of someone new landing on your site is only 2%? Well, what I try to do right away as soon as someone lands on my site, and you can actually check out this pop-up over at bumblebeelinens.com, is that I try to get their email. And right now I have this spin to win pop-up implemented where people actually enter their email for a chance to win valuable prizes in our store. And this pop-up form works super well. And just for future reference, I use a tool called Privy to implement this pop-up form for a spin to win that I'll link to in the show notes underneath this video. And finally, I'm going to show you how to create a post-purchase sequence. Basically, anytime someone makes a purchase, you want to kind of keep them engaged so that they'll eventually come and buy from you again. So now I'm going to open up my web browser and show you how to implement all these autoresponder sequences that will make you on autopilot using a tool called Klaviyo. Now, if you want to follow along, I want you to start first at my blog over at mywifequitherjob.com, scroll down, and I want you to click on this button. Basically, Klaviyo is an email marketing platform and is the one that I use for my e-commerce store, and it is actually free for up to 250 subscribers. So it won't cost you a cent to click and sign up and follow along with this tutorial. All right, so go ahead and sign up, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. So this is what Klaviyo looks like as soon as you log in from scratch. Now, there's actually a nice wizard that will walk you through everything, but basically the first step is that you actually need to connect Klaviyo to your shopping cart. Now, Klaviyo pretty much integrates with every shopping cart out there. There's a whole bunch of services and shopping carts. For the purposes of this demo, I'm actually going to use a WooCommerce store because right now I'm working on a project with my kids where we're actually launching an e-commerce store together. All right, so what you want to do is you want to just find the cart that you want to integrate with, follow the directions, and then after that point, both your cart and Klaviyo should be integrated together. Now, what does that mean exactly? It basically means that Klaviyo can now track every single person who has gone through your store and exactly what they bought. Now, once that's all set up, you want to go over through flows. And one thing that's nice about Klaviyo is that all of these flows that I just described to you are already set up. And all you have to do is go in and customize it to how you want it to look. So for example, the abandoned cart sequence here is pretty much already done. The only thing that I did here, and I'll just show you here real quick, is that I customized the look and feel of the email. All right, so this is the store that my kids and I are running together. Basically, this is what the abandoned cart flow looks like. And once again, it's already done for you. All you have to do is, I just added a header, I added a photo, and I changed around the verbiage a little bit. And once I did that, all you had to do is activate the campaign, and it is actually good to go. Now, I actually haven't finished completing all these autoresponder sequences yet because this is my brand new store with my kids. But as you can see here, there's the abandoned cart sequence, it's already done for you, the browse abandonment sequence, the win-back campaign that I talked about, the pre-purchase sequence, the repeat customer sequence, and a customer thank you. All of these templates are already done for you in Klaviyo, and all you have to do is go in and customize the email, and then you'll have all those autoresponder sequences that I just mentioned before all done for you, which will generate money for you on Autopilot. And typically for my store, these autoresponder sequences generally make about 15% of my overall revenue right off the bat, and email as a whole generates over 30% of my revenues per year. So you definitely want to implement this, and Klaviyo is free for up to 250 subscribers. Now, if you enjoyed this tutorial, there's a whole bunch more that goes into way more depth than this over at my blog over at mywifequitherjob.com/free. This is a free 6-day mini course that will walk you through all the aspects of e-commerce, and it is for beginners, intermediate, and advanced sellers as well. All right, so head on over to mywifequitherjob.com/free, and I'll see you on the other side.